What is requirements management? Take the next few minutes with me as we explore this crucial term used within the medical device industry. Matrix Requirements has capped the term SXMD, which stands for Software as or Software in a Medical Device. In this industry, complying with regulations is essential, and one part of that is understanding requirements management. As technology continues to integrate into our lives more and more, the complexity and regulatory scrutiny of medical devices also increases. Requirements management ensures that these new technologies not only meet clinical needs, but also comply with the stringent regulatory standards that impact a medical device's safety, reliability, and effectiveness as it comes to market. Let me take you through an example. A SXMD, or software as or in a medical device, that is focused on diagnosing a medical condition must adhere to precise performance requirements to accurately analyze the data that it's been given. Let's imagine that you are developing an app to diagnose skin cancer. It's very important for you to accurately analyze the images correctly before you diagnose those conditions related to the skin cancer. This is why requirements management is very important for medical devices. Any sort of misinterpretation of data could lead to incorrect diagnoses, which poses a serious risk to patients, but also to manufacturers of medical devices. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore requirements management, its history, understanding its evolution, and highlighting its value in today's tech-driven medical industry. So let's jump into it. Firstly, what is a requirement? In the context of SXMD, software as or in a medical device, a requirement is a formal expression of a need or a condition that a particular software product must service or satisfy. These requirements can stem from various sources, including different stakeholders involved in the development of the medical device, regulations that are on a regional or local level, market needs, and safety concerns related to the specific medical device. These requirements can be categorized in several ways. The first being the business requirements. Business requirements are those that relate to the strategic objectives of the organization creating the software. For SXMD, some business requirements may be compliance with specific healthcare regulations, integrations with healthcare systems, or specific demands. The second group is user requirements. These user requirements focus on the end user of the medical device. This could include clinicians, patients, and healthcare administrators. In the case of SAMD for patient monitoring, for example, user requirements would detail how users interact with the device, the key functionalities that they require, and all of the interface specificities. I'll dive a little bit deeper into an example. Imagine that you are developing a diabetes management app. Your user requirements may specify that users need to log their daily sugar levels, their medication intake, and their dietary habits. It may also provide personalized feedback based on the input of data. The idea here is that these requirements ensure that the medical device has a clear use and it actually helps diabetes sufferers manage their day-to-day care. The final group is technical requirements. The technical requirements are what detail the specifications of the system, the software, and the hardware on which the SI or SAMD are developed. Technical requirements cover things like the software architecture, security standards, performance metrics, and hardware dependencies. For example, the software integrated with a cardiac monitoring system would have certain requirements such as data security protocols, real-time processing speeds, and of course the compatibility with the cardiac hardware. By clearly defining and managing these requirements, developers can ensure that the software not only meets the specific clinical needs, but also aligns with the broader business objectives and the technical specifications, which in the end lead to a more reliable and effective product. So more broadly speaking, what is requirements management? Requirements management is the systematic process of documenting, analysing, tracing, prioritising, and agreeing on the requirements, followed by the monitoring of their progress and controlling any changes throughout the life cycle of the project. Successful requirements management means that the developed software meets all specified requirements, fulfilling user needs whilst also complying with regulatory standards. There are 4 key ways that success in requirements management manifests. The first way is through alignment, ensuring that every requirement aligns with business objectives and user specifications, and that all development needs directly contribute to these efforts. The second way is through compliance. Ensuring that you have clear requirements management will help you meet all regulatory requirements set forth by bodies such as the FDA, which is critical to gaining market access for your medical device. Thirdly, it's the quality and the safety of your medical device. Delivering a medical device that is both high in quality and safe for different users will help to minimize the risks associated with any software failures that occur within your medical device. And finally, efficiency is a key driver in the success of requirements management. Achieving milestones on time and on budget isn't always easy, but it will help you optimize your resource allocation and minimize the waste during your development of your medical device. We'll next dive into why an application lifecycle management is pivotal in managing your requirements management for your medical device. Application lifecycle management systems are designed to help streamline the process that you have as you design your medical device. They help you in many ways. Some of these include, firstly, the collaboration. ALM tools provide a centralized repository for all requirements and related documents. This makes it easier for all stakeholders to access, review, and update requirements as needed. This helps to ensure consistency and transparency across your project. Secondly, an application lifecycle management system helps you with your traceability. It's time to be done with old tools that don't allow for flexible, traceable documentation. Application lifecycle management systems allow robust traceability, linking specific requirements to specific elements of the development work, including risks, tests, and different outcomes. This linkage is crucial for verifying that all requirements are met throughout the development process and that they've been adequately tested. Finally, change management. Application lifecycle management systems streamline the process of managing changes to different requirements. They provide structured workflows to handle changes, assess their impact, and ensure that all changes are reflected across the project. This includes in the different documentation and in the tasks. And application lifecycle management helps with the collaboration and the communication within your organization. No more having several tools managing different projects. And finally, for regulatory and compliance purposes, they're necessary. ALM tools help you to generate comprehensive reports that help in tracking the progress against requirements and ensuring compliance with regulatory standards. These tools help to automate some of the compliance processes by ensuring that all required documentation are maintained systematically. By leveraging an ALM tool or an application lifecycle management system, your business will be able to manage complex regulatory requirements efficiently and effectively, helping to improve your product quality and performance. So why is managing requirements so important? Effective requirements management ensure that software as or in a medical device meet the strict regulatory requirements set out by regulatory bodies such as the FDA or in Europe under MDR. It helps to align software development with the key business goals, helping to manage costs and ensure efficiency. Proper management helps as well in setting the guidelines for where the project scope lies. This means that it reduces the chance in project overruns and ensures high-quality outputs that meet all stakeholder expectations. Ultimately, all of these areas combined can impact the reputation of your medical device organisation. I'll now detail the requirements management process and what it means for your medical device company and what steps you'll be taking along the way. The requirements management process handles and guides the requirements through the life cycle of a project. This process ensures that all requirements are clearly defined, understood, and agreed on by all stakeholders, and that they are addressed during the project development. The first step is requirements planning. The planning phase involves identifying the key stakeholders, and it sets the stage for gathering comprehensive and compliant requirements. In this phase, the scope of the project may be defined, as well as the key methodologies that will be used throughout the lifecycle of the project, and the key protocols for requirements documentation and communication. The second phase is requirements development. This phase involves the elicitation and the analysis of requirements from all stakeholders. This ensures that all needs have been considered and documented. During the development phase, the team may conduct different sessions together to gather the detailed requirements from stakeholders. For example, a clinician may be interviewed to understand their needs for a heart monitoring app, for example, including its desired features, such as real-time data requirements, alert systems, and abnormal readings. And then these requirements are gathered, analysed and documented as functional specifications that developers would use to build the software. The third part of the process is the requirements verification and validation. Verification checks whether the software meets the specified requirements, while validation ensures the product meets the needs of the user and the stakeholders. The fourth step is requirements change management. This step involves managing the changes to the requirements throughout the project lifecycle, ensuring that these changes do not derail the project and that they are beneficial to the long-term service of the project. I'll give you an example. Imagine after the first phase testing, feedback indicates that a heart monitoring app needs to add an additional feature in order to customize the alert thresholds based on patient risk factors. This would be deemed as an acceptable change, and the change management process would kick in at this point. What are the benefits of requirement management? As I've mentioned earlier in this video, effective requirements management helps to build a culture of collaboration, helps to increase efficiency, and improves the quality of software products, particularly in regulated sectors such as medical devices. It helps to ensure that all development efforts align with the defined needs, which in the end reduces misunderstandings and focuses team efforts on achieving specified criteria. This strategic approach also mitigates risks related to product performance and compliance, helping to streamline the regulatory approval process by maintaining rigorous adherence to industry standards. If you'd like to learn more about how Matrix Requirements empowers medical device manufacturers with their software as or in a medical device, don't hesitate to reach out to our team today. Remain subscribed to our videos as you'll learn more about the key trends happening within the medical device industry around the world. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out at any time. See you next time.